nodes will take only one quadrant only. There is a part. Part also we can represent. Part also we can use. Right? Suppose I taken a point A, x1, comma y1, and B somewhere here x2, comma y2. Then what happens? See, I want to find this 2 points distance. This is a point, this is one more point. I need to find the distance between these 2 points. See, the first, now we have to drop a perpendicular to x-axis from A and B. Draw given A x1, comma y1, B x2, comma y2. Draw now and we can require to find AB. If you represent it like that, what is the distance between the 2 points? Now proof. See, to find the distance between 2 points, we have to drop, we should find the point from y-axis how many units distance and from x-axis how many units distance. Right? Let us see. Here, drop a perpendicular. Draw suppose P AP perpendicular to OX. I mean it is the x-axis. Otherwise write directly. Draw perpendiculars from A to x-axis. Draw perpendiculars from A and B to x-axis. Draw a perpendicular AB and BQ. Here AB is perpendicular to x-axis and BQ is also perpendicular to x-axis. Then drop a perpendicular from A to BQ. Draw a perpendicular from A to BQ, which meets BQ at suppose R. And draw a perpendicular from A to BQ, so which meets BQ at R. Right? So see here, OP equal to P. I mean to say the point A, x1 units distance from y-axis and y1 units distance from x-axis. X-axis y1 and y-axis x1. Like this, the totally this is y2, and from here to here the distance is from here to here. The distance is x2. X1 is only OP. X1 is only OP. Right? See, here all are perpendiculars. PQRA is a rectangle. And then PQ is equal to OQ minus OP. PQ is equal to here, this is construction, not proof. Construction. So given figure is not sufficient, at the times we'll do some modifications. Those steps will write in place of construction. Right? Sometimes which is not suitable to find the solution, then we have to do some modifications. That modifications are called construction. Now proof. See, here opposite sides of then QR is PQAR is a rectangle. PQAR is a rectangle. Are you agreed? Opposites, all angles are right angles and opposite sides are equal, then that is a rectangle. Now AP is equal to QR. Both are same. AP equal to QR, both are same, and I want only here PQ. PQ can be written as, see, OQ minus OP, take from O to Q and cut at P. We can get PQ. Up to here taken OQ, right? And then I want only up to P, so 30. That means OQ minus OP. Understand? OQ minus OP. Total minus OP, that is PQ. That is, actually, here OP is equal to x1 and OQ is equal to x2. Clear? Let us write here otherwise. OP equal to x1 and OQ is equal to x2, comma AP equal to and RQ equal to y1, comma BQ is equal to y2. What PQ here? PQ is equal to OQ minus OP. So OQ is equal to x2, OP is equal to x1, x2 minus x1. What is that? PQ. PQ is equal to x2 minus x1. I am writing here, don't get confused. x2 minus x1. PQ is equal to x2 minus x1, then AR also becomes x2 minus x1. This is also x2 minus x1, right? Now, what about BR? What about BR? BR is BQ minus RQ. Take from Q to B and then cut at R. That means QR get fallen. We can catch only BR. So BR equal to BQ minus RQ. What is BQ here? Y2. RQ here? Y1. BR equal to Y2 minus Y1. I'm writing here Y2 minus Y1. Y2 minus Y1. So, suppose 1, suppose 2. Here our target is the distance between A and B, right? Shall I apply here Pythagoras formula? What is the Pythagoras formula for this? AB square equal to AR square plus BR square. AB square is equal to AR square plus BR square. Now, ABR, triangle ABR is what? Right angle triangle. And right angle at R. Right angle at R. So, AB square equal to AR square plus BR square. Right? So, what is AR here? AR x2 minus x1. Try to understand one thing here. AR and PQ both are same. Both are equal distance because opposite sides of a rectangle. Why? Because PQRA is a rectangle. When rectangle, then opposite side. The PQ I got here x2 minus x1, which is equal to AR, right? That implies PQ is equal to AR is equal to x2 minus x1. Now this is 1. So BR directly we have. So AR is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square. BR is equal to y2 minus y1 whole square. What? AB square is equal to. What I got here? Only AB. The distance between A and B. Otherwise the length of AB. AB equal to, therefore AB equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Clear? So like that we can find the distance between any 2 points are given. Any 2 points, wherever he given. In the first coordinate or second coordinate or third coordinate or fourth coordinate, on the axis also, we can find the distance between them using this formula. Remember, distance between any 2 points equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Always. Right? Next. Suppose, in this case, let us take a point on y-axis and x-axis. Suppose this is take 2 points on x-axis. Suppose 2, 0. This is 5, 0. Then distance between them. Distance between the 2 points. P. This is P. This is Q. Distance between 2 points is PQ. PQ equal to, we have a formula, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Right? So what is, this is x1, this is y1, this is x2 and this is y2. Now distance between them equal to x2 minus x1 whole square. So 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 0 whole square. Square root of 3 whole square plus 0 square. Square root of 9, which is equal to 3. PQ is equal to 3 with the help of formula. Now, let us see OP equal to 2 inches and OQ is equal to 5 inches. I want the distance between P and Q up to here only. Then what I have to do here, I have to take full, I mean to say OQ, and then I have to subtract OP. Then I can get PQ. So PQ is equal to OQ minus OP, which is equal to OQ equal to 5 and OP is equal to 2, which is equal to 3. In both cases, we got the same ones. So any method you can. That means the distance when the points lie on x-axis, the distance between them is x2, x coordinates difference. X coordinates difference. The points lie on. Suppose R is 3, 0, 0, 3 and S is 5, 0. S is 0, 5. Then distance between them. Distance between RS equal to OS minus RS equal to, not ORS. RS equal to OS minus OR. OS minus OR. What is OS here? Distance from x-axis is 5 and OR is distance from x-axis, which is 3 units. I need only SR. So OS minus OR. 5 minus 3, which is equal to 2. So RS is equal to 2 units. Let us verify with the help of formula. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. x2 minus x1 whole square. First x coordinates has vanished, so no need to use. Second coordinates, y coordinates are there, so y2 minus y1. So 3 minus 5, which is equal to minus 2. That's why we will use here absolute sign. The distance should not be negative. So the points on, important note this is, the points lie on, if the points lie on x-axis, distance between them is on x-axis modulus of x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2. Anyway you can use. Note this is. Second point. The points lie on y-axis. If the points lie on y-axis, distance between them is modulus of y2 minus y1 or modulus of y1 minus y2. Clear? Sir, I forgot these two formulae. Then use our basic formula. What is that? Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That you can use. In both cases, you can get the same answer. I also verified. So, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square is a formula to find the distance between any 2 points. Right? Now, let us see a problem on this. Suppose a point x1 comma y1 from the origin, x-axis and y-axis, here to origin is this is 0 comma 0, suppose 3. What is the distance? The OP. What is OP? That means the distance between origin and the given point. OP equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square y2 minus y1 whole square, no? So OP is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square y2 minus y1 whole square. X2 is x1 here and x1 is 0, and at the same time y2 is equal to y1 and y1 is equal to 0. So x1 square plus y1 square. So any point from the origin distance is square root of x1 square plus y1 square. Right? Suppose find the distance to the point from the origin. Any point, numerical value, let us take it as 1 comma 2. From the origin, find the distance from the origin to the given point. Now which becomes OP. OP equal to what I said here, x1 square plus y1 square. Square root of x1 square 1 plus y1 square 4, which is equal to root 5. Therefore, OP is equal to root 5. Right? Collinearity of the points. All the people never be on a line. When they will be on a track, on a line, when you are going to be, when you are taking a journey, at that time, definitely we all definitely move on a same line, that is only on journey, especially train journey, right? All are moving on a same line, same way they will use, same it's the same rope. Rope is nothing but here track. All the people, somebody says something, they won't listen somebody's words, but they all will be on a same line, they all will be on a same rope when they are in drawing journey, right? The same rope, not only one rope, here two ropes, say two tracks. This is a track. Two ropes becomes a track. Like the all points, the given points on a same line are called collinear points. Suppose A, B and C and D all lie on a same line, those are called collinear points. Suppose here F, this line is L and this line is M. F, G, H, K. Right? The points which lie on a same line are called collinear points. At the time, area of a triangle is 0 also we can say. So what is the area of a triangle? Let us discuss. Don't worry. See, here, suppose I take any 3 points, A, B, 3 points. Those should be a collinear. Then AB plus BC equal to AC, right? Otherwise, AC plus BC is equal to AB, right? And AB plus AC equal to BC. In these 3 conditions, anyone is satisfied, then you can say that those points are collinear. If the points are satisfying these 3 points, are satisfying this condition, 1, 2 or 3, any one of them, then those points are A, comma, B and C are collinear. Collinear means those points lie on same line. Such points are called collinear points. The points lie on the same line. Where we can get a triangle here? There is no triangle formed here. Let us then sometimes we'll use area of a triangle formula. Area of a triangle formula will use to represent whether the given points are collinear or not. area of a triangle. You know that of base into height. And what do you know? Do you know about equilateral triangle? Root 3 by 4 a square. And scalene triangle will use Heron's formula to find the area of a triangle, that is square root of s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, where s is equal to a plus b plus c by 2, nothing but semi-perimeter of a triangle. That will use to find the area of a scalene triangle. Scalene triangle, otherwise isosceles triangle. Next, section formula we have to find here. Section formula. Section formula. Suppose a line segment AB A and B. Line segment is AB. Segment AB or A, right? Then, so P is a point which divides. Suppose I taken a point P here, which divides that line segment into, suppose this is M, this is N. M is to N ratio internally. And the point here, the point lies inside of AB. So P divides the line segment in M is to N ratio internally. P divides AB in M is to N. P divides AB in M is to N ratio internally, right? P divides externally, how it will be, let us see. Take a line segment, suppose P. P here M at the same time N. P exterior point of AB here. P is the exterior point of AB. P is the interior point of AB. Now here P divides AB in M is to N ratio externally. P divides AB in M is to N ratio externally. Right? So, for that point, the point formula is, here section formula represents internally and externally. If he not mentioned, directly you can take which divides internally. Don't think about external. The point P which divides the line segment joining the points in the ratio internally and externally. Here two cases, one is internal case and second one is external case. mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Here m plus n not equal to 0. M plus n not equal to 0. When internal case, now external case. Second one, the coordinates of the point. These point coordinates, these are. This is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. If you are solved through the example, you can understand very well. Second one, mx2 minus nx1 by nx1 by m minus n, my2 minus ny1 by m minus n. Here m minus n not equal to 0. M minus n not equal to 0. Clear? This is the section formula. What is a section formula? The point which divides internally in m:n ratio, then mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. The point which divides the line segment externally in m:n ratio, then mx2 minus nyx1 by m minus n and my2 minus ny1 by m minus 1, m minus n. These are called section formula, right? So external we get minus and internal we get plus. That is the major difference between externally and internally, right? Next one. Now, trisection. Before going to that, midpoint. What? Midpoint. Suppose A, B. A is equal to x1, y1 and B is equal to x2, y2. Then midpoint, suppose P. Midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB equal to x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2, which is equal to, that's it. Example, for example, A 3 comma 4, B 6 comma 3, then 6 comma 8 take 6 comma 8 and 7 comma 8. Now midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB equal to x1 plus x2. 3 plus 7 by 2 comma 4 plus 8 by 2, which is equal to 10 by 2 comma 12 by 2, which is equal to 5 comma 6. Therefore midpoint of midpoint of AB is 5, 6. Right? Now, here, take a line segment A, B, and take 2 points P, Q. Here, AB is a line segment and P, Q are the 2 points. Then these 2 points are dividing that line segment into equal parts. The 2 points are dividing that line segment into equal parts. That means AB is equal to PQ is equal to QP. Whatever the distance you have, whatever the distance you have, whatever the distance you have, all are same. So that line segment is divided into 3 equal parts with the help of the 2 points. Right? All are same distance. That means here P divides the line segment in 1:2. This is up to here 1, no? So P divides AB in the ratio 1:2. 1:2. And Q divides AB in the ratio 2:1. The points which divides the line segment in the ratio 1:2 and 2:1 are called points of trisection. The points which divides the line segment into 1:2 and 2:1 ratio are called trisection points. Right? Trisection points. The points which divides the line segment in the ratio 1:2 and 2:1 are called trisection points. Are called trisection points. Next. Note. Now, Px comma y, Ax1 y1, Bx2 y2. Then P divides AB in the ratio x1 minus x is to x minus x2. Note. First point, Px comma y divides the line segment joining A x1 y1 B x2 y2 in the ratio is x1 minus x is to x minus x2, or y1 minus y is to y minus y2. X comma y divides the joining the line segment A x1 y1 B x2 y2 in the ratio x1 minus x is to x minus x2, or y1 minus y is to y minus y2. So here the figure B suppose, A suppose, P suppose x comma y, x2 y2 and x1 y1. Clear? Then x1 minus x and x minus x2, or y1 minus y and y minus y. Clear? Next one. The x-axis divides the line segment joining in the ratio. The x-axis divides. The x-axis divides. X-axis divides ratio joining the points A x1 y1 B x2 y2 is x-axis dividing ratio minus y1 is to y2, minus y1 is to y2, x-axis dividing ratio, and y-axis dividing ratio, y-axis dividing ratio divides ratio joining the points A x1 y1 B x2 y2 is, so y-axis is saying, so minus x1 is to x2. Clear? The axis divides the ratio of the joining line segments. When x-axis you taken, write y here, y-axis you taken, write here x. And P is a point which divides the line segment joining A and B is x1 minus x is to x minus x2, otherwise y1 minus y is to y minus y2, and these are the points should be remembered. Next one is area of triangle. Area of the triangle. Area of the triangle. Area of the triangle formula. No need to prove here, we'll learn directly. Suppose A x1 y1 B x2 y2 C x3 y3 are three points. 3 points are nothing but here 3 vertices. Then area of the triangle ABC is equal to half modulus x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Suppose A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3 are vertices of a triangle. Then the area of triangle ABC is represented by ABC, area of triangle ABC is equal to ABC. If you are using the symbol triangle ABC, means that area is going to be represented by it. So area of triangle, you have to read area of triangle equal to half modulus of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Close the modulus. Why we use here modulus? So area should not be negative. And one more form which can be represented in shorthand way is half modulus of sigma x1 y2 minus y3. Right? Or we have different formula for this. Modulus of x1 minus x2, x1 minus x2 and x1 minus x3, y1 minus y2 and y1 minus y3. Here second order determinant. Remember, suppose A is equal to A, B, C, D. Its determinant A, B, C, D is equal to AD minus BC. Determinant second order. Suppose A is equal to A, B, C, D. Its determinant that A is equal to, find the difference between the brackets. Then AD minus BC. Now we have to use that formula. What? Determinant of A. Determinant of A means of, suppose this is A, B, C, D, AD minus BC. You can get it. Next, or you can use this formula. This is the shorthand notation of this, and otherwise you can use this. I am indicating with 2, indicating with 1, and one more 1. Don't forget this. In matrices we can discuss about this. AD minus BC. While you are sleeping also you have to say determinant of A, AD minus BC, second order determinant. Next, third one, which is equal to half determinant of x1 minus x2 and x3 minus x1. x1 minus x2 and x3 minus x1 and y1 minus y2 and y3 minus y1. This is third one. Any one of these three you can use to find the area of a triangle. Right?